Hi guys, welcome back. Sorry it's been so long. I've been all over the place and traveling, so I haven't vlogged in a while, but I'm back now and I'm taking you guys along to this trip to Gambia that I just went on with my friend Malika. We were too excited to just get on the plane and go that I forgot to do an introduction, but here we go and I hope you enjoy. I kept getting asked why we chose Gambia, and it was actually because we went to Cape Verde this time last year and it was the perfect destination for the time of the year because it's so hot. It has beautiful sunny beaches and a really nice culture that you can just relax in, so we wanted somewhere similar and Gambia fit that mold, and some days it reached up to 39 degrees, which was sensational. So for the first part of the trip, we stayed in a resort called Palmarima. It was so beautiful. They basically put you in these bungalows that are self-contained and dotted around the whole resort. And this was ours with the yellow. It was literally under the most popular tree to these monkeys and birds, and we didn't realise there was actually monkeys in the hotel before we booked. So that was a nice surprise, but they do also find it quite amusing to jump all over the roof at all times of the night, so that wasn't fun. But just being exposed to the wildlife was such a beautiful experience. Fast. We spent most of the first day just relaxing and acclimatising to the heat, which was much needed. So it's pretty much a pool day, and then we went for dinner and chilled in the evening. Oh, hello mate. Oh, stop it. Excuse me. So rude. We also got to see one of the most beautiful sunsets I think I've ever seen. The sky was just filled with these colours for hours. So one thing you do hear quite a lot about are the bumsters, which are basically local people that are offering guides, tours and services. You do get approached pretty much every hour of the day, but when you say that you're just not interested and you're polite, then they just leave you to it and let you get on with your day, so it's absolutely fine. Can I take a picture? Yeah. Thank you. It's gorgeous.
Yeah, my name is Mary, number 13. Right, Mary. Hello, baby. He's Mamadou. Hi, Mamadou. He's happy. Yeah, he's very happy.
So this was our first beach day, which was so lovely just to relax, and the beach is really quiet because of the time of the year. So we were just there and we saw people fishing, which was a big part of the Gambian culture and how a lot of people gain their livelihood. And although it's a really narrow country, it's actually surrounded by 80 kilometres of the Atlantic coastline. So they get a lot of fish, and obviously you can see the young boys are there helping to bring it all in. And it's actually a really hard task. You can see they're putting everything into it. And then they're grouped together and then slowly moving along the coastline to bring the fish in for the day. So we actually saw the first part of this path going down on the way to the beach, and by the time we were on our way back it was done. And it's so lovely to see handmade work, and there's just a lot of that in Gambia. Everyone's very talented and have minimal materials and supplies, but the result is just so beautiful and authentic, so I really enjoyed that aspect of the country. Can I have one? It can't come off.
Let's see. Many companies.
So this is my first holiday being completely vegetarian, no fish or meat. I'm not gonna lie, it was definitely challenging. A lot of the time I ended up eating just rice and vegetables, which is great for my waistline, but not really super exciting. But we did find some places that had a few vegan dishes, which were so delicious, so that was all good. It smells delicious.
This is simple.
There's no cake.
Yeah.
So as part of our hotel's entertainment, they hired African culture dancers to put on a show, and they were just so amazing to look at and so energetic, it's contagious. So of course we had to take part, because when are we going to do this again? Having breakfast. Where's Fatima?
Oh.
Hey! We're going to the market. Okay. Okay. So this was actually a local van taxi that we got in that was about 10 pence to ride and goes from one side of the city to the other. It was definitely an experience, to say the least. Thank you. Yeah, it's pretty. As well as the spices and food in the market, they sell a lot of shea butter, as the shea butter or karité tree, as the locals call it, actually grows wild between Gambia and the Sudan. So it means that a lot of the locals will use that as a natural moisturiser on their skin, as it's relatively cheap to source and is so natural and nourishing. We then left back in the van and went to get some dinner and just finished off with a little walk on the beach before we headed back to the hotel. It's so relaxing here. The beaches are so quiet. And that pretty much sums up our day 4. So I'm going to cut this vlog here and split up the other half of the holiday for part 2 so it's not too long. So hopefully that'll be up next week and I look forward to seeing you then. Thanks.